And just like that, Marvel slaps DC straight across the face. Well, at least that's what some DC fans, specifically the Snyder Bros, want to see happen for some unknown reason. But the latest rumor coming from My Time to Shine is that Henry Cavill has signed on to work with Marvel. But in what role? You see, some are speculating that it could be Doctor Doom, it could be Captain Britain, it could be, I don't know, Cyclops I've seen. There's a plethora of roles that are being thrown out there that it could sign, but where is this rumor coming from? Well, it looks like Blue Angel on February 16th, Blue Ray Angel over on X said, from the greatest superhero Superman to the greatest Marvel villain Doctor Doom Henry Cavill. Nah, this would be the most insane casting announcement probably of all time. Hashtag the Fantastic Four. Now, obviously, people were excited. Fantastic Four was announced on Valentine's Day. And now people are speculating who Fantastic Four's greatest villain of all time, Doctor Doom, who is going to play Doctor Doom. And some people were saying it was going to be Cillian Murphy. But a lot of people are saying that it could be Henry Cavill, which I think would be a very interesting casting. I don't hate it. I think it would be a good idea to come over to Marvel and not play a hero. And Doctor Doom actually does make a lot of sense, especially because I think he would eat that role up, and I think that it would be a meaty role, one that he could portray for years to come, because you don't have to kill him off. He could be around for a while. He could even occasionally help the heroes, or sometimes be that villain who is just a villain. But My Time to Shine kind of retweeted, reposted, whatever you want to call it, and said he was offered something else, and he accepted. Obviously, people go, "You lying!" And he goes, "You will find that I'm not sooner than you think." And then, obviously, people are starting with the "Welcome, Captain Britain" type of stuff. And, you know, there's people saying Hyperion. You know, you could go through. You'll see a whole bunch if you go on Twitter. You'll see a whole bunch of different things. But, you know, personally, I like the Doctor Doom thing. I do. There was one interesting one I saw as Magneto. I don't hate that, but I think he's got to be of Jewish descent, specifically, if they go that route. There's also the black descent, African-American descent that they could go with if they want to go the civil rights movement angle that a lot of people have been hinting that they may go. But regardless, Henry Cavill going to Marvel, what does that do? What could that do for Marvel? What does that do to DC? A lot of people think that it's going to be a slap in the face to DC and James Gunn, but it won't. I mean, James Gunn didn't fire Henry Cavill. James Gunn was going in a different direction with Superman. He's going in a different direction with the DCU. So this doesn't really hurt James Gunn or DC. Or Warner Brothers, for that matter. Warner Brothers walked away from Henry Cavill, what is it now, 7 years ago? Yeah, 7 years ago, guys. Like, they washed their hands of Henry Cavill 7 years ago. So to sit there and act like this is going to be a slap in the face to Warner Brothers or a slap in the face to DC, it's not going to matter to them at all. Now, if they, like, made him Sentry or something like that, okay, maybe that could be a little slap in the face, because it would be like, oh, look, it's our Superman type of thing. But in all honesty, let's be honest here. Let's really think about this. DC's doing their own thing. Henry Cavill, he's got his, Warhammer stuff going on with Amazon. He was vying for Bond. I'm guessing Bond isn't going to happen for him. Plus, he's getting kind of up there in age. You know, he's nearly 40 years old. He's probably going to find something that he's going to be able to stay in for another 5 to 10 years. Marvel's a good fit for him. If he does Captain Britain, cool. If he's Doctor Doom, great. If it's another villain role, cool. I don't think this affects DC at all. I think what you'll see is some people get upset from the DC side, specifically the Snyder Bros at first, and they'll say, you ruined it, Warner Brothers, you had the perfect Superman, you had this great actor. Well, Snyder Bros., you didn't support Henry Cavill when he was in DC. He went and showed up in Black Adam. You didn't support him there. You had a chance to keep him and you didn't support him. You're as much at fault for losing him as you are for him going over to Marvel. So if you like Henry Cavill so much, I encourage you, if this is true, if he is truly over in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I encourage you, go support him. If you truly like him as an actor, support him. Go see Argyle. It's doing terribly, but if you are a fan of him, if you're a fan of Henry Cavill, go watch Argyle. That's what you got to do, right? If you're a fan of something, you go support it. Let me know your thoughts, though. Do you think that Henry Cavill's going to show up in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? And who do you think he's going to be in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? I do. The more I talk about it, the more I really love the Doctor Doom thing. Victor Von Doom, I think, would be phenomenal. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. With all that said, I'll catch you all later.